Hey guys, this is Mog Swamp with another episode of Flatworld. That was my impression of a cow. So, as you can see, we finished up the walls. I keep forgetting that you guys haven't seen that. Still eating this crap though. That is still a fact. But, yes, like I said, we finished up these walls, and I've got much more to show you, so let's head up to the top. So I was just on Twitter just now, and I saw I'm following Jens Bergenstein, or Jeb, one of the developers of Minecraft, and he says that there's going to be a redstone block that can run basic CMD commands. Not that I know anything about that, but that's pretty cool. Anyways, so here we are on the second level. This used to be all out in the open. See, there's the grass, as you can see out there. And I've got it all lit up the same pattern as down there. Just a pattern I made myself. It's probably pretty standard. I just figured out how to make it so that the lowest light level is 8 because mobs spawn on a light level of 7. But the problem is I'm not sure if 8 is referring to where my head is at or where my feet are. So if it was where my head is, that would make the feet level 7. Wait, maybe not. No, it would make the feet level 9. So we have nothing to worry about. Never mind. Because the torches are on the floor. Anyhow. So it gives kind of a weird effect on the ceiling. That is the center of where the mob trap will go. The little tube that will drop them down. Right now we're going to go up. So this is going to be like a main storage room kind of place, and here we can keep chests. The centerpiece of this room will be the mob trap. I'm probably going to divide it into like 4 parts. There will be different things. I'm thinking about, as you know, down on a level below this, in the basement, I'm planning on making a boat dock, and maybe I can make a boat elevator that comes up into one of these corners as well. So then we head up here. This is the second level. This is sort of a mob handling room. So up there is where the mobs spawn. I also like the pattern on the ceiling that the lights give off. I call it the constellation room. No, there's a name for that. Astronomy room. Astrologlobe. That's not it. Planetarium. That might be it. But this will be where all the mob handling is done, all the mob sorting. Hopefully it's enough space. I know we certainly have enough space this way, but I'm not sure up and down if we have enough space to sort out all the mobs. Hopefully we do. I think it will probably be enough, but if not, then we'll just have to work at it and see what we can come up with. But yeah, there'll be a whole bunch of glass tubes in here with mobs traveling everywhere. All different options, hopefully some sort of control panel. As you can see, that's where we're at. I extended the dirt a little as well, so the grass. And then finally we have the third level up here. Just up this makeshift dirt staircase. And here we are. Mobs are spawning on the side, evidently. Let's get our sword ready. Oh, right. So I wanted to show you guys something kind of embarrassing. Oh god. This guy's gonna blow. Okay, here we go. Can we sleep? Yes. Sometimes it says there are monsters nearby, but I'm not sure if it's how far the monsters are away or if they notice you. Like if they're hooked on you, you know? Hooked on phonics and all. So yeah, getting excited for the 1.3 update. It is nearly here. Let's see what day is today. July 27th is today, and August 1st is the update. July has 31 days, I believe. So just a couple days, 4 more days of July. Unfortunately, that means my summer is dwindling away. I know I haven't been making too many videos for the past week, and I apologize for that. Just been really busy. Sometimes I can't really get around it. I would probably make fewer videos and you know, less boring content, but or more boring content. They would, if I made videos more frequently, they would be maybe shorter, and if not, then they would be a little more boring. But at this point, I don't have a huge following, so I don't think many people care how often I release my videos. So, anyways, I'm spinning around here. Something very embarrassing happened to me today. Something that's never happened to me before in Minecraft, and that is this wooden pickaxe. I actually ran out of cobble today. There is no cobble in any one of my chests. Of course, there's some around the world, and there's a cobble farm right up there, but I did not have a single pickaxe on my person, and there were no pickaxes in my entire world. I used them all. So today is a very sad day, something that's never happened to me before. I had to craft a second wooden pickaxe. So right now we're just gonna bid it farewell. Good riddance. Alright, now that that's over with, we can get back to business. Do I still not have a pickaxe? Right, see, that's the 3 cobblestone I gathered with that pickaxe. So let's real quick make a pickaxe. Misclicking there. So today the Olympic opening ceremony happened, and I watched a little bit of that while I played. Today I actually made a new account. My old Minecraft account is called Purple 401k. That's the one I usually play on. I just registered the name Mogswamp. It's a premium account and everything, so that's how I'm playing right now. So now I have 2 Minecraft accounts. I don't really care because all in all now I've spent like 50 bucks on Minecraft, but you know, it's like the best 50 bucks I've ever spent, so I don't mind at all. And so what are we gonna do? Right, so I just wanted to show you guys my ideas for the up there. By the way, I was really curious as to why we weren't getting slimes and mobs, and I think I spoke of it last episode how nothing was really spawning down here, which was really confusing me. And I went to the wiki, and sure enough, mobs can't spawn on bedrock, which I kind of guessed, but I knew in the past they could, so I was confused, and it turns out in 1.2, with the new height limit, it was changed so that mobs could not spawn on bedrock, because when the height limit was increased, the top of the nether, which is far below the height limit, the top of the nether is made out of bedrock, and that was allowing mobs to spawn on top of the nether. So in order to fix that, they made it so that mobs cannot spawn on top of the nether, on bedrock, and so that's why we're not getting tons of mobs down there. That was something that was really confusing me. But anyways, yeah, I was watching a little bit of the Olympic opening ceremony a little bit ago, and I've already been playing on this account for, let's see, oh god, statistics, minutes played, 3 hours or so. I play about 6 hours of Minecraft a day, maybe. It's pretty bad. Since I recorded my last episode, I might have put in probably a good 40 hours, maybe more, maybe a little bit less, but I'd estimate around 40 hours. On my other account, the minutes played is at 8 days in the 8.5 days about. And the last time I remember checking, it was at 4 days, and that was like just before I recorded my last episode, I think. So, as far as I know, I've given it a lot of time, but who knows how much. Well, actually, I didn't check right before my last episode. It was a little bit before. So anyways, we're getting rid of this little stone thing because I think it's too tall and flashy, to be honest, and I tried out those half slabs over there, and I'm really liking the way that looks. So right now, I'm just going to... I can't convert these. I don't have a crafting bench. First of all, I want to get all these placed. First things first. Yeah, this is where I ran out of my pick before. I was destroying those blocks just like I was just now. And my pick ran out, and went down to craft a new one. Realized I had no cobble. Yeah, this has been a very cobble intensive project. I almost wish I was on my other account because it shows how much cobble I've created or like mined and stuff. I think it's around 20,000 or something. Actually, maybe a lot more. I don't know. But yeah, it's been pretty ridiculous, as you can probably tell. I mean, this is tall now. This tower goes from bedrock to level 75, so that's 75 blocks for each column, and I think around this place is like 256 blocks or something like that. Achievement get. So yeah, it's pretty ridiculous when you think about it. I'm pretty proud. It's funny. I've been getting comments, not only comment on my videos, but like comments in real life from my friends. Just people who are like, this is a flat world? Like, people who can't even, like, understand that this started out as a flat world, because it is pretty amazing how far we've come. It does not look like a flat world, I'll admit it, until you start rendering out there. I'm gonna have to extend that water soon. So, right now we're just placing these to see how they look. So, my mom was telling me this story. She works at a major company, and she works in social networking, and she was telling me about how the Olympics are basically censoring social networking. And if you look on the Google page today, it's a very Olympic-esque picture. It's of a bunch of, like, you know, it's got all the Olympic colors, and it's got people doing different sports and stuff. And rather than, like, saying, like, we're celebrating the Olympics, the little tag that shows up when you scroll over the picture is hooray for sports. And that is because the Olympics wanted to not rip off the people who were actually paying and to be sponsors of the Olympics. So they put a restriction on the word Olympics. You can't say, like, summer in 2012 in the same sentence. You can't say Go Team USA, things like that. So companies think it's pretty ridiculous, which it's a little ridiculous, and they've been coming up with creative ways to kind of undermine the authority, I guess, and just say funny things like just things that, you know, everybody can tell they're talking about the Olympics, but it doesn't say any of the banned words, just creative things like that, which I think is pretty entertaining. But yeah, the Olympic opening ceremony was pretty cool. It was all about, like, the transition of Britain. It was directed by, I think his name is Danny Boyle, the guy who made Slumdog Millionaire and the recent movie about cod fishing or something in Africa. From, like, Africa to Norway. I don't know. I saw the trailer for it. It looked really weird, but looked like a good movie though. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not trying to trash the movie or anything. But anyways, yeah, so I don't really have much of a plan for what we're doing today, except that I would like to try and figure out what we're going to be doing with the mob farm, the mob system up there. So I'm going to bring up a lot of wood. I think that's going to be my block of choice, just because I don't want to use netherrack. Oh, geez, sorry, sheep. I don't want to use netherrack because it's just so ugly. Not only, sorry for that, by the way, my mic just moved. It's not only is it ugly, but the blast resistance is very, very low. And wooden planks, as far as I know, have a blast resistance of 15, I think. And yeah, so that's a lot more than netherrack, which has a blast resistance of, I think, 2. So let's say a creeper explodes while I'm building. That's a lot of work lost. So that was one of the reasons. Also, it's really ugly. But the reason I don't really care about the way the mob system looks is because I'm going to be enclosing it in a big circle anyways. This tower is going to extend all the way up to the sky, but not this wide. So if you can picture it, there will be like another smaller circle on top in the top level there that extends all the way up to the height limit, and I'll probably cap it off with something cool. I don't want to just do like a cone for the top of it. I want to do something maybe creative. I don't know. I've been thinking of different things we could do. One of the things I really wanted to do was like a glass orb filled with water, and that would be the squid farm. But unfortunately, squids only spawn between levels 60 and 45, I believe. Something like that. We've been over it. But anyways, So, one of the things that's been bothering me is this mob system is going to be off-center, and obviously the circle that surrounds it won't be, so it won't be a huge problem, but building it, I don't know why this is concerning me so much, but I cannot decide which way I want to build it, because the mobs are going to eventually end up in a 4x4 square, and I don't know which corner of the square I want to be the part they drop down on, and I feel like there's some advantage that one of these ways would have over another, but I can't really figure it out. We're gonna go to sleep real quick, but I just can't figure out which way it might be, so I think we're just going to go with my gut, which is how I just placed it. I don't know why I chose that way, but I've been thinking about that way for a long time. That's how I always picture it. I always picture the hole being in the bottom left from where we are right now. I think that's where I placed it, or is it top right? I don't... Bottom right. Bottom... yeah, like this. Yeah. Okay. That's how I always pictured it going. I don't really know why. Obviously, though, we're not going to use these wood tree bark... What are they called? Just wood, I think. Yeah. We're going to use the wooden planks. These things actually have a lower blast resistance, which is actually kind of surprising to me. They have a blast resistance of 10, I think, and that's kind of funny to me, considering since you get out of one wood you get 4 planks. These are like 4 times as dense as the wood planks, and yet the wood planks have a much higher blast resistance. But Minecraft has never been scientific, so we're not going to worry about it. So one of the things we have to be worried about is, whoops, we don't want the mobs to take extra fall damage. Right now, this is exactly 24 blocks. The first level is 10 blocks, and the second level is 14 blocks. So right now we're down there is level 50, and we're standing on level 74. So right now we're on 75. So that means it's exactly 24 blocks. So that means if I drop down here with full health, I will die. But if we place a block at the bottom, which I think I have done, we will have 1/2 a heart. So we're going to test this out, take a little leap of faith here. I don't have any armor on. Here we go. Ooh, exactly right. So, just as I suspected, we took a lot of damage, and now we have 1/2 a heart left. This would be a terrible time to get creeper bombed. Speaking of, creepers are going to be buffed in the next update, thanks to Etho. Not really, but he mentioned... It's funny, every time he mentions something he really wishes was changed in the game, I feel like it happens. Maybe just because his requests are usually very reasonable, but very realistic. Or maybe, like he says, it could be because he gets people tweeting about it, and people tweet at the developers, and they notice. That's one of the best things about Minecraft, I think, is that the developers notice what the community wants. It's such a community-oriented game. I just think it makes it so much more fun to play. It's like this big community of great people, and you actually have a say in how you want your game to be. I mean, how many other games can you say that about? And I think people get spoiled a lot of the time because they're like, oh, Notch is a terrible coder, Jeb is Minecraft is terribly coded, and stuff like that. And it's like, you should just be grateful because this is such a great game when it comes to being like community oriented and just you're such a part of the game, it feels like. So we're going to craft a sign right here and put some water. Now this would push them in, so we would start the mob system right here like this, and these would be the water streams. This would be one of the platforms. I hope you guys can sort of imagine this. Oops. So the water streams would be going right here, and then the mobs would end up here, and hopefully all get pushed to that hole. Now, what I'm hoping is that if they're jumping, they won't fall through into this and take more damage than they're supposed to. And if I would just heal up, we could test it. We're all out of this rotten flesh, so we're going to have to find a better food source. I do have a bunch of pigs running around down there. I don't kill them very often, though. I'm sort of low on wheat,
Oh, jeez. Jesus, I'm sorry. Sometimes I shift my position, and since my mic is so quiet, as you guys know, I have to sit with it very close to my face, and whenever I shift my position, my mic comes with me. And I know it can be a terribly loud and awful noise. So I apologize for that. But we're just kind of waiting for my health right now. I'm sorry about that. But, oh, it's not going to heal, is it? Well, let's go kill some pigs, get some more food, and we're going to grab some building supplies because I want to build a few quick wheat farms up here anyhow. So, that's one of the bad things about this construction process is eventually our base is going to be, the level below this. But for right now, when we're building stuff, we just have to go back and forth, and it's... It feels like such a long trip. I really should just have some sort of hole with a water break down there, but I just haven't gotten around to building it, and I probably never will, for that matter. But anyways, one of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about is one of my favorite artists, FantomenK. Actually, you know what? We're going to do something a little out of the ordinary. I want to make a quick cut here. I'll be right back. Alright guys, here we are. We're in a different level. This is a creative mode, and this is the FantomenK mask. He is I believe, Swedish chiptune artist. He makes music much like old, 8-bit arcade video games, something you'd hear out of those. It's really, really great music, and I'm a huge fan of him. That's why I built this. That's his logo, pixel by pixel. So pixel art doesn't take too much talent, but I worked hard on this, and it came out really cool. I did this while I was supposed to be writing an essay for school, I remember. It's funny the ways I find to procrastinate. But anyhow, yeah, this is kind of his logo. And what I was saying is, let's get it to daytime here so you guys can see it better. There we go. What I was saying is that, he's one of my favorite artists. He makes chiptune music. And I was on his Facebook page, and I just wanted to ask him if any of his music is licensed under Creative Commons, because the Creative Commons license gives you, or some of them give you the ability to use the music in your videos, or in video projects, and he actually gave me his permission personally to use his music. So I have the Facebook post, and I have, he gave me permission and everything, but YouTube is kind of picky, and I think it requires an actual legal document and some sort of electronic signature. So I'm not really sure what to do about that. If any of you guys know about this or can give me any advice, that'd be awesome. I watched BOO, and I know he has Ronald Jenke's music on his videos, and I tweeted at him, but he never replied, so unfortunately I have to figure it out by myself. But hopefully we can figure it out. I'll maybe do a couple Google searches, because I'd love to be able to use his music. It's excellent. So I will meet you guys back on the Flatworld. Alright guys, we're back. Oh, sorry, I had it set to peaceful so the slimes wouldn't be walking all over his face. Well, now we're recharged in health. A bit cheaty, but oh well. We'll grab some apples for now, and grab our crappy sword. I've been getting a lot of iron and... there's a hole in this, isn't there? Yes, there is. Iron and... Oh, Jesus. Get out of there. Iron swords and iron shovels from the rare drops of the zombies, thanks to this. This was actually originally a test. I had made a quick XP farm, sort of bunker like this, on bedrock, and the mobs of course weren't spawning because they cannot spawn on bedrock, so I ended up raising it up a level, and sure enough, every time I walk away, about like 5 mobs are in there, so that's pretty nice. We're actually gonna grab some wheat while we're here, and put back a little bit of this wood, because I'm not really ready to work on the mob system quite yet. I need to figure out a few things on my own, so we'll carry this wood with us. But we are gonna grab some seeds. That'll be today's project. All the way back in episode 1, guys, I promised you a wheat farm in episode 2, and in episode 2 I promised it episode 2 and 3, really, because that was a split episode. I promised it in episode 4, and ever since then, we have not come up with a wheat farm. And so finally, after all this time, I present to you our wheat farm episode. I need wheat because there are a lot of things I'd love to do on this world with stuff like redstone and excuse me, sorry, sometimes I just lose my train of thought. Stuff like redstone and glass and all the things that I can only get through villager trading, and that, I gotta tell you, is going to take forever because villager trading is not an adequate way to collect resources. It just isn't. Nothing you can really do about it. Oh, I know what I did with that. We should grab somewhere down here some water because then we can make an infinite spring up there. That's why. So, we won't grab that. Where are we going to grab from? These slimes like to commit suicide off this thing in an attempt to get me. Never works out for them. We're just going to pillar up real quick and poke a hole in the side of this. Pocahontas in the side of this. I don't know why. Sometimes when I'm talking, my ears just hear something completely different. I hope it's at least a little funny. I crack myself up. Right, so we got our water now. That's the nice thing about that water. We're never going to run out of that. That would be a long trip to get more water if we needed to. If we somehow screwed up. Because the only places you can get water on the Flatworld is from the villages, where the water is in between the trenches for the wheat farms. So we are going to use a design that is very, very popular on Reddit, which is it's like just a big square, to be honest. I think I know how to make it, but we'll see. We'll see about that. So we're gonna need this glowstone. 14 glowstone, I think, will get us 14 farms. So that should be fine. We'll put back a couple stacks of these seeds. They're clogging up my inventory here. And do what we originally intended to do, slay some pigs. We'll leave a couple roaming around, so we're just going to slay these 5. Yeah. Come on. We'll use our stone sword. Just as effective with that stupid smite enchantment. Ugh. Wasted like 7 levels on that. Which isn't much, but feels like it. Okay, come back. It's funny, the kids I babysit have the Minecraft Xbox 360 version, and I've been playing it over at their house a little bit with them. They think I'm like some sort of Minecraft master. They actually watch these videos once in a while, but anyhow, let's see, do we have everything we need? Glowstone, water, yeah, okay. But anyhow, I was playing it a bit with them, and it's funny because the animals don't run away in that version. The Xbox version is still on 1.7, and animals started running away from you, I think, in the 1.8 update. So it's so nice killing animals in the Minecraft Xbox version. I feel like diamonds spawned more in that version too, because I started a strip mine and I just got like 30 diamonds so quickly. And I don't really strip mine much. The first time I ever strip mined was like during this 1.2.5 update that we're in right now, and I've been playing Minecraft since like the 1.2 update, the original 1.2 update in beta. So it's been a long time. It's been like a year and a half, a little more, and in all that time I've never gone strip mining or had to make a friggin' second wooden pickaxe. But anyhow, oh boy. So I think this is what we have to do. We're going to make a square, and in the middle of this square we put a water. Then on top of that goes glowstone, and then we should be able to spread this out 4 blocks, I think, in every direction, because I think it goes diagonally as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. This is supposedly the most efficient design for a wheat farm you can make. I'm not later when 1.3 comes out, or maybe even after that, I'm certainly going to make an automatic one. But I want that to be basically. I've talked about how this place is going to go a lot, but it's going to be a city all around this tower. This tower is the centerpiece of the city, and I don't know if you guys watch BWO's videos, but his is sort of set up like this. There's sort of a specific building for every single type of farm you would want. Of course, this is going to be the center of all mob action, but I really want to make it a city so that the villagers can kind of roam free, make homes, and everything has its own place. So everything's nice and organized, and then there will obviously be central places for storage and stuff like that. Maybe we can set up a storage minecart system. But anyhow, once 1.3 comes out, I'll get into the villager trading, and once I get sort of set up, we'll start making the city, because it'll be necessary for the villager trading. And when we start making the city, I'll probably make the wheat farm. That'll be one of the first things I make. Hopefully, I'm planning on making it pretty humongous. Hopefully not enough that the lag is too much when we harvest, but I'd like to make a really big wheat farm, and I think I'm going to try to come up with my own design. I don't really care about efficiency, but I want it to look cool. I don't know if you guys know of Exuma Void, or Izuma. He plays on the Hermitcraft server. But I'm going to stop, by the way, linking to people's channels after I talk about them a lot, because, people like Etho, BWO, because it's just too much to remember after every video. But anyways, as I was saying, Exuma Void, or whatever his name is, sorry, let me count real quick. There we go. He had a really cool, almost like semicircle theater style design. I gotta get this out real quick. We forgot to make our infinite water source. Please don't die on me, crops. Please don't die on me. We're gonna put one there, one there, one there. Grab from there. Okay. And the crops have not died yet. So he made like a really cool semicircle staircase Omni Theater design. You can check out his Let's Play. He discontinued it, but it was called Exuma's World. It was really cool. I never watched it, but I've seen the sort of showcase he did of it when he was finished with the world. And so I'd like to try and maybe come up with a cool design like that. Definitely try and come up with my own designs for this world. That's something I've never really done before. I've never really been much of a design guy. I always just sort of followed tutorials on YouTube, and that's one of the fun things about this world, is it's teaching me how to, explore the game a little more, make up my own. As you know, I made my own mob system, which I'm still thinking about that design, mostly because I realized that bigger spawn pads. Well, I knew this from the beginning, but I wasn't sure what the trade-off would be, but bigger spawn pads, of course, allow for more spawning space, so I'm using 7x7 pads, but unfortunately, they are also less efficient in the way that mobs don't get processed as fast. With a 3x3 pad, for example, mobs fall off almost instantly. They walk off the side, whereas with my design, it'll take them a little longer to walk off the side, but there will be more mobs that can spawn. So it's a huge trade-off, and I'm going to explore it a little more. That's why I've been holding off on building the farm a little bit, but hopefully maybe next episode even we can get working on that. I don't really know if I should show my scientific studies on the creative world or not, but I think I'll hold off and just do that on my own, because it'll probably take a little bit. But oh god, I just pulled my headphones out. But anyways, we need to craft a new hoe, but we don't have any cobble up here. Not the best episode, but as you can see, we got a lot of progress on this whole tower thing built. We made a lot of plans, and we got a lot of stuff done. So, oh yeah, and before I wrap this up, I just wanted to tell you guys, If you've ever considered having dual monitors on your computer, I highly recommend it. I decided to take my TV off the I had it on like my bureau in my room, and or my dresser, I think it's called, and I took the TV off of that and decided to use it as a second monitor. So it's huge, which is so nice, first of all. But then I have the original monitor set up, hooked up as like a dual monitor sort of setup, and I gotta tell you, dual monitors, they just come in handy in every single thing you do. Like, I used to watch YouTube videos while I played Minecraft. I still do, but I used to watch them on the same page, and I'd have to shrink down Minecraft to fit on the same page as YouTube so I could watch both the videos, and they were all awkward and squished, and some of the video was cut off, some of Minecraft was cut off, and so it just sucked playing that way, but it's so much more entertaining to watch a video while you play. But we're out of resources here. But now I have, you know, Minecraft running on one of the monitor, or on the monitor, and on the TV I've got the video in full screen. It's just really, really nice. So if you've ever considered it, I highly recommend it. The dual monitor setup. It comes in handy in so many things. Just multiple tabs. You want to split them apart, organize your brain. Right now, recording, I have Minecraft open on the big TV screen, and Audacity, my recording program, open on the small monitor. So that way I know how long I've been recording, and I just looked over and noticed it's at 37 minutes right now, which with cuts will probably be around, 35-minute video. But anyways, yep, I'm going to wrap up the video right now. Thank you for watching. It means a lot, especially to a small YouTuber like me. I hope you guys enjoy how this Flatworld is turning out. I know I certainly am. It's getting pretty amazing, and I hope really soon we can get that mob farm hooked up and just start, totally owning this world. Get all sorts of farms going. Automatic tree farm, automatic slime farm, automatic cobble farm, possibly. That might be a little laggy, but we'll see about that. The way I would do that is with sending the creepers out to a automatic piston-powered stone generator. That would be a little crazy, but, we'll see. Anything's possible. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.